Good morning, guys, coaches, administrators, all those listening. We are in Tampa, Florida. This is Ryan Hughes, by the way. I'm Daniel Chamberlain. Coaching 101 podcast is back on the move again. We're doing the Ace Sports traveling circuit this offseason. So starting our year with Tampa, Florida, we are at the National Athletic Directors Conference, NADC, I believe. Yep. There are people everywhere.
It's pretty packed.
Really neat. Got in yesterday, and it was just coaches had taken over the boardwalk or whatever here. Because we're like right on the river, right?
Yeah, Riverwalk, yeah.
Man, so cool. But anyway, we're Ryan. And Ryan, we want to talk today just kind of about Ace Sports and what they can do for a coach or an administration team to really build up their athletic environment. When people walk in, you know, they see the beauty of one of these big boards. By the way, the board, I know you can't see it. It's over there this time. Sometimes we have it where you guys get – it's twice as long. We put two of them together.
Yeah.
So it is
35
huge.
feet.
35 by what, 19 or 17 or something? It's massive. Anyway, how do we use some of that stuff and use Ace Sports, get scores tables, and how we improve our environment at our athletic events?
Yeah, so I think number one, the thing that most athletic directors, most athletic administrators are looking at is, you know, putting in a video board gives you a lot of options versus a standard scoreboard that's got static panels and things like that. But really, it's about fan engagement, really bringing the fans into the game, so to speak, and engaging them. There's a lot of things you can do from a fan engagement standpoint with a video board, but also, you know, it gives you an opportunity to get a lot of advertising in there from your fans and from your supporters. So that's probably the biggest thing. I mean, the return on the investment is huge when you really commit to, you know, live commercials and things like that,
right,
at timeouts and at half times and things like that, versus having just a static board. It's a game changer. And it's really, we've gone through the kind of the turf era where schools have upgraded to turf. Now schools are upgrading to the video boards.
And I really do. It'll let you said, you know, letting your supporters, it gives them something back for their money, right? Because advertisement's huge. Like, people want to use products of the companies that are supporting their kids playing whatever sport, right? And so it kind of lets you get back into that. Like, we want to give back to you. You're giving to us. We want to give back to you. And this is a way we can do it that's economical for both sides, right? It does increase that atmosphere. The board's going great. I think we talked about Fort Smith North and South having rivaling, basically like D1 arenas, right? For their basketball. And that's what people walk in. They were like, oh man, like, this is big time, right?
Yeah.
So it's that shock value too.
Absolutely. Yeah. And they actually, you know, they hosted a tournament, a college tournament this last year. And even those colleges were like, these are nicer than our stadiums, our arenas. So, I mean, you really get that at the high school level a lot of times nowadays.
But it's affordable, right?
Absolutely.
That's where Ace Sports is so good at what they do, is because we do, I guess. You know, because it's we're not just trying to sell you this big item and be like, figure it out, right? You need it. It's a cool item. Figure out how to pay for it. No, we hold your hand. We'll walk you through the process. When I heard that the first time, and Mark was talking about, hey, yeah, we're gonna, you know, 92% or 95% or whatever the numbers are this year of schools don't even make a payment, because we literally hold your hand through the whole thing until we get the ad revenue figured out. That's so neat. And for people to be able to afford this item, yes, it is big. It's shiny. It's awesome. It makes every environment, every atmosphere better, but it's paid for.
It's paid for. We have raised upwards of $40 million for schools in the last 9 years.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a big thing. We do a lot of the heavy lifting, if not all the heavy lifting, depending on the situation, going to those sponsors. And I can tell you, as a former business owner, you talked about kind of that goodwill that you create when you put a logo on an old video board or an old scoreboard with a static panel that's got a logo, and that's great, showing that you support the school district. But when you have a commercial or something live on there, I mean, you just can't compare it.
Right. And I think about like the family-owned businesses that are local, and they let their kids get in on it, and it's like a family commercial, right? You
Absolutely.
Create this, and it doesn't have to go on TV in front of, you know, pay the monies to get it on ESPN or whatever. Like,
right.
No, you made your donation to the school, and now the school's doing this back for you, right?
Yep, absolutely.
And it just ties all that in together. The person on the court shooting a three might be the daughter of the, you know, they may be on the video board doing a commercial. Like,
sure.
It's
a lot of times it is
a family deal.
Absolutely. Yeah. A lot of goodwill there.
So let's kind of talk about where it's going right now. So, you know, as I got started in this, I guess 2 or 3 years ago. Whew, it's been a little while. You know, kind of getting the video board in was the thing. Last year, I was introduced to this customization and like, we're going to make your arena look like what you want. So where are things going now? What's kind of trending in video boards and atmosphere improvement?
Well, I'll tell you one thing that's really trending is, you know, you see it a lot of colleges today, a lot of football stadiums, a lot of basketball arenas. You see these ribbons that go, you know, entirely around the arena.
Yeah.
That's really trending right now at the high school level. That's really cool. And we've done a lot of that, really changing, transforming a high school arena from just an old scoreboard to, you know, a 40-foot ribbon on each side of the arena or whatever it may be, you know, which again goes back to fan engagement where you can do things and get the fans to interact with you. That's really been the biggest trend out of everything.
It's really neat to get the two sides, you know, yelling at each other. That's like one of my favorite things about OU games is the Boomer Sooner back and forth.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
So if you can get that at the high school level,
absolutely,
through a ribbon, like, man, that would be neat.
Yeah. And that's the thing, working with us, it's like you said, it's full customization. I mean, we will sit down, we'll walk through any of your venues and make recommendations based on size, based on pixel pitch and things like that to make sure that you get the maximum impact that you need for your fans. So it's a really cool process.
We were with the school's AD here just a few minutes ago having a conversation, and they were looking at our scores table. It's here on, you know, on the premises, and he was like, I like this, but I want it 4 inches shorter and I want static instead of video. And
absolutely,
like, we went and got the boss. Jason's running around here. He's the big boss for Ace, right? He's the owner, and he was like, let's just make it happen. Sure. You want to chop the top off that? We'll chop the top. Like, everything's in-house made too, right? We're not going and using a bunch of other third-party vendors. So
no, everything's manufactured.
Table to be 8 feet tall, we'll make you an 8 foot tall scores table. Whatever you want.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
customized here.
Yep, our facilities in Little Rock, Arkansas. You're not dealing with third parties. We do all of our manufacturing, and like to your point with the scores table, that's probably the most custom thing that I do because, you know, you get into an arena and you've got a setback area where you have an old scores table or where they've been keeping score or whatever. And it gets down to the inch sometimes. I mean, there was a school in New Mexico that literally had 21 inches to work with between the end of the court into the bleachers. And there was like, we had to literally custom make it. And that's just what we do. I mean, it's like not a one size fits all.
Right.
It's like every school district is different.
I mean, and that's where we want to, we want to come. You said you go walk the court, go walk the stadium if you're doing football, whatever your sport, every sport, right?
Yeah,
we can do every sport.
Absolutely.
And we'll make things fit to you.
Yep.
So let's talk warranty for a minute, because part of having things created and customized in house, it means we get to back our own warranty.
Right.
So talk to me about warranty. When guys come here, administrators, coaches come to Ace Sports, what are they getting? Why us instead of the competition?
Well, number one, you're getting a 10-year warranty on parts. You're getting a 5-year warranty on labor. And so, I mean, you're good to go. We don't have to service our boards very often. It's something that we stand behind, the craftsmanship and the quality. We were only putting out high quality products. But when you do have to have a service call, you're good to go for the first 5 years on parts and labor. And that's huge to a lot of athletic directors.
Yes.
They've just invested in something. They don't want to have to pay for service calls.
Absolutely. And I had this conversation with Jason in San Antonio last year, I guess earlier this year. And he was just talking about, like, if you go with another company, let's just say you did, the price is better, maybe you got a better price point or whatever, you like their rep. There's a lot of reasons, right?
Sure.
They come out for a service call. They don't have the part. They got to order it. Now you're 2 weeks waiting on a part to get manufactured.
Right.
Then it's the wrong part. Now you got to wait another 2 weeks to get another part manufactured. To where when Ace Sports comes, we just bring the truck with everything. Like
we do
from top to bottom. Whatever you might need, we're bringing the truck full of that stuff. Right.
Yes.
So that service call is most of the time stuff happens, but right, we're going to be able to get your board going that day. You call us on Friday of a game day, like I'm having an issue, we're hosting a game tonight, we're bringing the service tech. We're going to get it going.
We're bringing the tech
that night.
That,
so
right.
You don't have to wait 2 weeks and miss 2 home games worth of your video board.
Right. And the thing is, we actually are, when we do an installation, every single time we're leaving a spare parts inventory for you. It's, wherever you want to keep it, it's pretty big. It's got pretty much everything you can think of that might happen. An antenna might go out, which is a common thing, gets hit with a basketball or something. Your controller gets hit with a basketball. Your internal antenna doesn't work now. You've got one on site. That way we're not back ordered. We're not spending 3 weeks. We can send a tech out, even if it's a local tech. We can send someone out, even if it's not us. We can find a local tech that will have the part for them.
Yes.
So that's huge. When it's game day and you really need that service, we're going to be there for you.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, last thing, and then we'll kind of close this out. Here is our opening piece. I think we got some ADs who are going to come in and talk a little ball in a little bit. But screen brightness was a thing that I never thought that I needed to know. And then Jason told me last year about how much brighter the Ace Sports screen are than the competition. So that when you get that natural fade in 10 years, when they've lost their, whatever it is, 30%.
Yeah.
At 10 years, they're still as bright as the competition's on day one.
Absolutely.
But the competition is still going to fade for those 10 years. So they're going to lose 30% of their brightness.
Sure.
And we are just getting to their range after 10 years.
Yeah.
So talk to me kind of how that works. And how that kind of is the same as everything else with Ace Sports. The name is in that product.
Absolutely. So everything we do from an outdoor perspective is 10,000 nit brightness, which is the brightest in the industry. No one's even close. I think the closest to us is about 7,000 nit brightness. And so, like you said, after 10 years, even after some of the aging, it's still, if it's turned up to 80% or even at 10 years at 100%, it's still as bright as day one. So that's definitely something that you're going to get with us that you're not going to get with the competition. And that makes a difference. If your game starts earlier in the day and you've got direct sunlight onto the video board, you're not going to, like how your TV, if you have a TV at your house and it's outdoors, it washes out. You can't see the picture. It doesn't do that. So you got that brightness all day long.
I remember Jason telling me, like, there's a natural, like, 3% loss of brightness every year.
Right.
That you use the board on average. Now,
Yeah, with anything.
If you leave it on all the time, you're going to get that true 3%. If you just turn it on game day, whatever, you save it a little longer. But I never thought it like that. I need to know about that. But here we are, right?
Well, I mean, it's just like anything. It's like a car, putting miles on a car. You know, your engine's going to wear over time. We started out 10,000 nit brightness. So even if we've backed it off to start and then increase it as you get to years 8, 9, 10, you know, through our warranty, it's still going to be as bright as day one.
Absolutely.
Sometimes too bright. We've even had complaints that it's too bright. Some of the officials are like, man, it's so bright.
It's a good problem to have.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Ryan. How can people reach out to you? They need to buy an Ace Sports board. First, tell me your market. I know you're Oklahoma because you.
Yep, I've got Oklahoma. I've got Northwest Arkansas, which is where I'm based out of. I've got New Mexico. I've got Kansas, Missouri, and some outliers. But yeah, they can go to our website, acesports.com. My phone number is 479-202-1499. They can reach out to me direct there.
Perfect. Yep. And we have reps all over the United States, right? Like,
absolutely.
So if you're not one of those states that Ryan just mentioned, like you can get ahead of RJ. RJ moved up to Kentucky last year to do this. Yeah. We just add
Michael Beaumont.
We added
Coach Beaumont.
This in the last year, right? Talking about Fort Smith, right? He's the one who's kind of he came on with us in the spring and talked about what they had done there with Ace Sports. But we have reps all over the place. So yeah, we're in Florida right now. There's a guy that's in charge of this territory. So wherever you are as a coach or an administrator, if you're watching these today or you're here, come see us. Number one, if you're at the conference, we're at booth 820. Turn left when you go in the door and just keep going to the back wall. You'll find us. So
yeah, you'll find us.
A 35-foot video board's hard to miss.
Yeah, we're basically at the gift shop.
Yeah.
So you're gonna line up for your for your gift. You're gonna see us.
That's right.
We got about 140 feet right here.
I love it. The game is on or will be here in just a little bit. I think it's Chargers. Somebody have to tell me who they're playing today. We're gonna have the NFL on all day. It is NFL Sunday, so come by, hang out, drink some cold waters with us, watch the game, talk some Ace Sports boards. Let's get things going.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you, Ryan. Guys, appreciate you. We'll be back here as we kind of get to about 11:30, 12 o'clock. We'll start bringing some ADs on for you guys to listen to and kind of picking their brains. Thank you guys very much. We will talk to you shortly.
Who are you going to bring on? Do you know?